Yo, what up, YouTube? Alright, guys, as you can see, I got a bunch of boxes here. marshydro contacted me, asked me to do, well, actually, they sponsored me. So, all my grows from here on out are going to be just marshydro for at least a year. So, they sent me 2 lights, 2 tents, a filtration system. And yeah, we're gonna go through this stuff right now and see what I got. I did open 2 of the boxes just to see make sure everything came shipped correctly. Yeah, just to make sure. So, anyways, I got their new light here. This is the fc4800, I think, or fc4, yeah. And this is pretty much the way it comes boxed. I didn't pull anything out. I just kind of inspected it, make sure everything was in shape. But you'll get some stickers with your guys' purchase, and these are the stickers you'll get with I think this goes with all their lights that they sell. They send out stickers, so this is some of the stickers you'll get with their lights. And the light that they sent me, this is the this is the Samsung diode, not the FCE version. This is the first generation with the Samsung. They have a second generation that comes out with the Osram diodes, and those ones use Osram diodes, as I said, not Samsung. These ones are just a little bit more expensive than the other ones. I think these ones retail at like $6.99 or $5.99, and then taxes right around, I don't know, about $6.50, right around there, I guess. So this is how the light will come shipped. Sorry guys, my tripod, I lost a part to it and I wasn't able to use it, so I'm doing everything one-handed here. Alright, so this is the actual light unit right here, and as you can see, it's a foldable unit. Get some of this foam out of the way here. And it unfolds. And it's pretty much a plug-and-play system. You just unfold it, lock it into place, put the driver, and hook it all up. And this is their 4x4 setup. I believe it'll veg a 5x5, and it'll flower a 4x4. So it'll veg I think a 5.5 by 5.5, almost a 6x6, and it'll flower a 4x4. So I think it's like 480 watts is what I believe it is. But as you can see, it's marshydro, and it has their diodes in there. And these are Samsung diodes. I think the LM301. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they are. But a pretty nice unit, and it also uses the Meanwheel driver. Let's see what else we get in the box here. So we got, I think this is the driver here. Yep. So we're gonna put this down right here. It actually comes really nicely shipped, and a lot of foam. Make sure nothing gets damaged. And this is pretty much all it is, guys. It's got the Meanwheel driver. Actually, this isn't even a Meanwheel driver anymore. They switched it up, so it's their in-house driver, MOSO, whatever that is. But it does have a dimmer on the actual, and you can daisy chain them, so you can tie them together, and you can either dim them all together or vice versa. If you don't want to dim it, you can just do it individually. But yes, and they give you enough cord so that way you have enough room if you want to run you can even take the driver off and run it outside the tent, I believe. But this mounts on top of the back, and I think that's what keeps it locked into place, is the actual bracket here. So pretty good product, and that's it in the box, I believe. Let me see if there's, oh yeah, there's other stuff in here. So that you get some rope ratchet hangers, the power cable, and I believe that's it. Oh, you get a manual, of course. So this is the manual here. We'll go through it real quick and just take a quick look at it and see what's in it. Just gives you a layout of their LEDs, of the models that they sell. The TS600, the TS1000, and so on and so on. The TS, the SPs, FC, and the FC4800. This is the one I have right here, and it says it'll do a 5x5 and It'll flower in 4x4. So this is pretty much a commercial fixture. You can either run it for personal or commercial if they wanted to use it in commercial applications. And here's their dimming options, all their menus for that. More daisy chain and all that good stuff, how to hook it up and use it. It's good they give you that information. A lot of companies don't supply that information. It's pretty much you gotta know exactly what you're doing already. And here's their recommendations for their hanging heights and their flower time cycles for people that don't know. That cannabis is a photo period plant, and it runs off of a 12-12 cycle instead of a 18-6 or 24-hour cycle like a auto flower. Unless you're running autos, that's a different situation. But yeah, so they give you some good information in this pamphlet. Some basic caution information. I believe these lights are IP65 rated, which means they're water resistant, so they can get wet, but not recommended to. They're made for like humid environments. Say you're spraying your plants or misting them, or have a humidifier in the environment. This will help them to keep from getting burnt out your LEDs and having to replace them. But they do come with a warranty as well. I'm not sure what their warranty is, but marshydro's been around a while, so I'm pretty sure they give you a decent warranty with that. I'm gonna move this stuff over, guys. And then in this box here, we have the tent. This is the 4x4 tent. As you can see, it's still all packaged up and sealed. You got everything in here. They even give you a patch in case you have some holes in your tent or whatever. That's cool. So this is the 4x4 tent. And then we got the filtration system as well. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll pull it out. Alright, guys. I opened this box up because I'm doing everything one-handed. But right here you get the blower. You also get the control. This is a humidity and controller for the system. It actually has a digital readout, kind of like the infinity blowers. It gives you humidity, and you can also set it up to turn your blower on. If it gets too hot in your tent, it'll start sucking out, or turning off depending if it's too cold or too hot. You can set it for any temperature, and it'll start automatically exhausting or pulling air into your tent, depending if you have a AC or if you're pulling air from whatever supply you're using, whether you're cooling or heating, depending on your environment. So that's cool that they give you that. It's kind of like it's a smart computer pretty much for your tent to keep everything within range of your heat and cold. So that way, if you're not running too hot or too cold, keeps your plants nice and happy and healthy environment wise. And I think there's more than one channel in there. I think you have like 2 channels, one for humidity, one for heat, and I think you can plug in another one. So if you want to run another tent to it and run off 2 tents, which is pretty cool. They also supply you with enough venting, so you can run enough venting in or out of your tent, which is pretty cool. And you also get the straps in here to clamp them down to the ends, and then also you get the carbon filter, 6-inch carbon filter, which is pretty cool because, like I said, most people, when you buy a fan, it's usually just a fan and a speed controller. You usually don't get humidity control and all that other good stuff with it. It's just a speed controller, and that's it. Sometimes you don't even get the speed controller depending on how much you're spending. And then I also received yesterday the 3x3 tent right there, which is in the back. I haven't opened it. I'm not going to open it just because it's a tent. I'm sure you know what they're like. I'm going to do another video of everything set up and running. But yeah, so this will be in the 4x4 tent, guys. And this should be enough wattage to actually flower that 4x4, no issues. We're going to do a grow. I have some plants that are ready. Actually, they're not ready to flower. They're still kind of small, and they actually haven't been too healthy. I kind of really haven't taken care of them. But I've been trying to bring them back, and I mean, they're healthy. They're just not, I haven't been feeding them as often as I should be. So they're a little bit yellowing a little bit, but it is what it is. They should be nice and healthy in the next once I get the flower, I'm going to transplant everything probably in the next day or two, because they need to be transplanted because they're in 1 gallon pots right now, and they need to be at least in 3 to 5 gallon pots in order for them to be happy, because they're probably a little root bound, and the size that they are right now, they're actually about a good 15 inches tall, which is pretty good size for a 1 gallon pot. It should be in at least a 2 or 3 gallon pot right now, but they're not. So just because of my size of the tent that they're in, I can't put them in any bigger pots, otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit them all in there. But now that I got the new tent set up, I'm going to go ahead and put those in there and let them veg for probably another like 2 to 3 weeks and get them nice and healthy again, nice and green, and then we'll go to flower. I don't have any bug issues or anything like that in the tent. Just like I said, it's just they're just really hungry because I've just been watering them, and I've been feeding them like every 2 weeks instead of every week. And they're in cocoa core, so it's not like they have soil or nutrients in there, so they're just kind of surviving on whatever I'm giving them. But yeah, so they should be fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Like I said, they're just hungry, really hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them back to health. I gave them a nice healthy feeding yesterday, so in the next couple weeks they should be nice and healthy and green. At least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they should be happy and healthy. And then we'll go to flower from there. And then they'll be in different pot sizes as well, so they'll be even bigger than what they are now. And we're gonna flower off. I think we have about five or six plants. So that's more than enough plants for the 4x4 that I'm going to be flowering. And then I'm going to go ahead and start some new seeds that I'm going to get here soon. I have some other seeds that I've ran in the past, but I'm going to get some new stuff that I can run something totally different that I've never ran before, and see what it looks like, guys. I do have some autos that I can run as well, but these are all going to be photo periods for now. And yeah, we're going to see how it looks, guys. We're going to do from start to finish, and it's going to be weekly updates, so keep your eyes looked out for this video, for the next videos. It's going to be weekly updated. I know I've been lazy these last few months. I've been so busy with work, and then with everything going on in the world, it's just been really, really hectic and crazy. But we have to, this year is going to be a better year, 2022, hopefully. It's a good year, and we're going to do some good things as far as cannabis goes. Marshydro is going to help us out, and I'll see if I can get you guys some discount codes and something going on, that way you guys can get some of this merchandise and see how it grows. If you like it, if you see how it grows, and if you like what you see, you can contact Marshydro, or you can go and hit up their website and order some LEDs, or even through Amazon or eBay. Like I said, I'll probably put some links in my description, so go ahead and check those out. But yeah, this light right here is pretty badass. I have the fce4800, which is the second generation, and those are the Osram diodes. That's what's going to go inside the 3x3. Right now I have it in the 2.5 by 2.5. It's almost a 3x3, but yeah, that light fits in there corner to corner. Like, it literally, you got about that much room on every side before it hits actual sides. This is going to be a little smaller than the 4x4, but it's designed for a 4x4, so I shouldn't have any issues in there as far as flowering or vegging. From what I see from the other light, pretty amazing. We're going to see how we get as far as production, how much weight and yield we get off at the end of the plants. Yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you guys. Until then, guys, stay safe, stay medicated, and have a good one, guys.